Bob working the streets, Vince helping us on the areas out there. We got everyone out there, all members outside out there, Nikki, and all the advertising parts and all the people working together on this way. And Joe's come on board now he's got three places working out here. And SunTrust Bank, thank you for financial backing. So thank everyone else on here. At this time, I'd like to have Steve Moss.
Good afternoon. I wrote it down. I knew if I tried to speak on the top of my head, it just wouldn't all come out. So, board members, friends, Honorable Mayor, we have certainly come a long way in 3 short years, and this past year has been such an incredible year of growth for the Gaybor District and for Ybor City. It seems like just yesterday when Donahue and I, Mark and Terry, John and Michael, were sitting around in a circle trying to develop a strategy of how to protect our 3 new businesses, how to encourage our population to come to Ybor without the fear of crime or homophobia, how to attract and encourage other businessmen and women to set up shop in Ybor, a metaphorical ghost town with boarded up windows and tumbleweeds in the streets at day, and gunfire and police sirens at night. Let's face it, Ybor City was a bit of a challenge, to say the very least. In 3 short years, we have accomplished goals and benchmarks that we should all be very proud of. And none of what we have achieved could have been done without the open love and open support of our Honorable Mayor Pam Iorio. We have developed a gay and lesbian district, which is now being recognized on a national scale. We are being followed as a model of success for other communities, and these communities are extending themselves to us to help guide them into successful action plans for their own economic and socio-political growth and development. We have accomplished front placement for representation in Central Florida in important travel guides and sources such as Hotspots Magazine, the nation's largest and oldest weekly state gay magazine, and Columbia Fun Maps distributed worldwide. We have seen the opening of no less than 6 new businesses within the last 6 months inside the perimeter of the Central Gaybor District. 1, Hamburger Mary's, being a national gay franchise. We are witnessing a growth and participation of our community-based events, such as our week-long annual celebration called Gaybor Days, as well as our beloved and popular bar and restaurant crawls, and the recent outstanding success of Dine for Life here in the Gaybor District. We are living in a paradigm in the housing market in Channelside and Ybor City, and watching an influx of gay and lesbian homeowners migrating to these 2 residential neighborhoods, which support our businesses here in the Gaybor District. We took an idea from Mark about painted pianos used as public art and installed 10 pianos around Ybor City and created international hype as far as the printed newspapers in Europe and Japan. And certainly, what is going to be one of our greatest resources to the community and one of our greatest sources of pride will be the new Metro Wellness Community Center, which will not only provide a space of haven of information, love, hope, and happiness to every single gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgendered, and ally to the gay and lesbian community, but will be a resource and counseling center to the youth, teens, and young adults who will become the leaders of this community tomorrow. So to you, Honorable Mayor, and to every person in this room, we say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for walking this walk with us as our friend and our partner.
Thank you, Steve. Again, one of the nice things out there that we have out in our district out here is what we call our GLBTA. The gay is alliances and association with what we call gay and straight friendly businesses. And those are the ones that are supporting and helping us. If it wasn't for that because they make up 65% of the Gaybor District Coalition membership. Those are people that are seeing the promise and direction that we are having right now in what is kind of a renaissance in Ybor City and also across the bay. We are not just covered within an area between markers of Nucio and 18th or from Palm to 4th. We are also involved with operations in museums outside the area. We have the museums in St. Petersburg, the Dali Museum. We also have hotels around the area and around the state. We have major operations down there from Key West Alliances, also the Fort Lauderdale Alliances. Some of the other places that are involved with us right now that are taking part is, again, this is showcasing upon what Steve went down and went to the Rainbow Alliance in Fort Lauderdale. But besides that, we are being also our kind of mentors to the Cape Coral and also down in Fort Myers. We recently were up in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, and they are following our footsteps and footprints of what Gaybor is here up in their locations, and other cities are following this. Why did this happen? Well, we don't know why it happened, but it was just that it was a need to happen. And one of the things I just want to say out there, which is important, in the curtailment of what we look at for numbers and where we are placed, on the state registry or on the national registry of cities, Tampa is 7th with over 12.5%, they say, in the gay community. Now, Tim Roth at St. Petersburg Times in 1990 wrote that there was 320,000 gay and lesbians in the area, Tampa Bay area. And with that quote, I looked underneath there because right underneath there was a little article about a commissioner. And that commissioner happened to be Pam Iorio.
Yeah.
Standing steadfast in what she has done also for our community is we want to really thank her and acknowledge all the things you've done. Pam started out as 25 years old as a county commissioner. What novel avenue that has been, and what a great achievement. And we look to that. But she, at the young age, she stood up and she wanted the human rights ordinance throughout the county. As a county commissioner in Hillsborough County, she went through there and tried to make sure that it worked, that we were all equal. The diversity is part of the community. And besides that, we need to have a full equality for all peoples. And we thank you for standing up in that gesture in your early years in your public service. She went on and became from there, she went on and became the supervisor of elections. Besides supervisor of elections, she accomplished a lot of things, and also besides that, she was in charge of all the supervisor elections board in the state of Florida. Following her lead, we had other opportunities and things that have kind of come up in the gay community. 2005, they had a little kind of a problem with the library system here. It really wasn't a problem. It was books that anybody at any time would want to go out and see or read. But when it was brought up, as I said, this is a stormy month. It was because there was a person in that commission named Rhonda Storms who made such a stink. I have to say that we had one person who came across and said very strongly that she does not believe that discrimination helps a community. And with that, I really greatly appreciate that. And we all applaud you for your work and efforts in the gay community, helping the gay community in our direction of not just the gay community, but all of the community. So thank you very much, Pam Iorio.